Welcome, dear listeners, to our exploration of the subtle yet profound ways in which we are connected to one another. Today, we venture into the realm of non-physical communication, exploring the signs that indicate when someone is holding you in their thoughts. It is an invisible thread that binds us, a whisper of the soul that speaks without words. Let us explore together these 7 signs, each a beacon of the unseen bonds that link us. When we start to consider the possibility that our thoughts can impact another, even from a distance, we open ourselves to the mystery of human connection. The first sign we will discuss is the sudden surge of emotions. Have you ever been in a moment of stillness only to be washed over by an unexpected wave of emotion? It could be a warmth that fills your chest or an unexplained sense of joy, perhaps a wave of sadness that seems to have no root in your immediate experience. These emotions are not random. They are often the energetic imprint of someone holding you in their thought. As we explore this possibility, let us not dismiss the power of our energetic presence in the world. Just as the moon pulls the tides of the ocean, so too can our thoughts and feelings influence the emotional seas within another. It is a silent conversation, a language beyond words. When you feel this sudden emotional shift, take a moment. Breathe deeply and center yourself. Then, gently inquire within, is this mine, or does this belong to someone else? The answer may surprise you. Moving to our second sign, it is the unexpected thoughts or memories that pop into your mind. Imagine you are going about your day, focused on the tasks at hand, when out of nowhere, a vivid memory of someone surfaces. It could be a person you have not thought about in years, yet here they are occupying your thoughts as if they were right beside you. This is not mere coincidence. It is a subtle nudge, an energetic calling card from someone who is thinking about you. In these moments, we are reminded of the intricate web of connections that we are a part of. Each thought we have is a vibration that ripples out into the universe, capable of touching others. When you receive such a thought, consider it an invitation to connect. Whether you reach out physically or simply send a loving thought in response, you are engaging in a dance of connection that transcends the physical distance. The third sign is the synchronistic encounters. You may speak their name, and suddenly they call. You may wonder how they are, and shortly, you receive a message. Synchronicity is the universe's way of showing us that there is more to our interactions than meets the eye. It is the alignment of our inner and outer worlds, a confirmation that our thoughts have power and that someone is indeed thinking of you. These encounters invite us to consider the interplay of intention and manifestation. What we hold in our thoughts can often come into being in the most unexpected ways. When you experience synchronicity, take it as a sign that the threads of thought are weaving a tangible connection between you and the one who is thinking of you. Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons. Now let us consider the fourth sign, the dreams that carry messages from afar. Dreams are our subconscious mind's canvas, where the ethereal and the tangible merge. When someone appears in your dreams, especially if the dreams are vivid or emotionally charged, it is often a sign that their thoughts are reaching out to you. Dreams are not bound by the restrictions of our waking reality. They are a playground where our souls can meet, free from the barriers of time and space. When you wake from such a dream, allow yourself a moment to reflect on its message. Dreams can be a profound source of insight, offering clarity and guidance that we may not have access to in our waking hours. Consider what feelings or wisdom the dream has brought you, and how it might be a reflection of the thoughts someone is sending in your direction. As we continue through our day, We might experience the fifth sign, the whisper of intuition that speaks softly, yet with certainty. Intuition is the voice of our deeper self, a compass that guides us through the unseen world. When you have a strong, inexplicable sense that someone is thinking of you, trust this inner knowing. It is the subtle language of our interconnectedness, a sense that is honed through mindfulness and presence. Intuition invites us to listen closely, to tune into the frequencies of our existence that often go unnoticed. When you feel this intuitive nudge, pause and honor it. It is a reminder that we are more than just physical beings. We are energetic beings, constantly in communication with the world around us. Let us now turn to the sixth sign, the physical sensations that serve as indicators of thought. Perhaps you feel a sudden warmth, a tingling sensation, or even a gentle touch when no one is near. These sensations are the physical manifestation of the energetic impact that someone's thoughts can have on us. Our bodies, sensitive instruments that they are, can pick upon these subtle energies and translate them into a language we can understand. It's important to pay attention to these sensations without jumping to conclusions. If you repeatedly experience a specific physical sensation that you've come to associate with a particular individual, it might be their thoughts of you creating ripples in your own energy field. Acknowledge these feelings, and if it feels right, send back a thought or a wish for well-being in their direction. This is not about clinging to every flutter of sensation, but about recognizing the profound connection that exists between us all. The seventh and final sign is the echo of their voice or laughter in your mind. This is not about recalling a memory. It's an experience where you hear their voice as though they were right next to you, perhaps offering advice, comfort, or simply sharing a joke. This auditory phenomenon is a powerful indicator that someone is thinking of you so intensely that their energy has bridged the gap between thoughts and sensory perception. Consider for a moment the power of sound and voice. It is said that the human voice can carry the essence of the soul. So when you hear this echo, it's as if a part of their essence has reached out to you. It's a sign to remind you of the unseen threads of connection that bind us, an invitation to acknowledge the non-physical aspects of our relationships that are so easily overlooked in our busy lives. As we reflect on these signs, we begin to understand that we are not isolated islands in an ocean of humanity. We are deeply connected in a sea of consciousness. Our thoughts have the power to touch others, to send waves of emotion, memory, and energy that can be felt across distances. Now, let us move deeper into the understanding of these signs. Each sign is a lesson in itself, a facet of the greater truth of our interconnectedness. What does it say about the nature of our reality, about the power of thought and emotion? How can we use this understanding to live more mindfully and compassionately? These are questions that invite us to look within and explore the nature of our existence. In the fabric of our day-to-day lives, we weave patterns of thought and emotion. These patterns can either create harmony or dissonance in the lives of those around us. When we become aware of the impact our thoughts have, we can choose to cultivate positive intentions, to send out thoughts of love, hope, and peace. In doing so, we not only enrich the lives of others, but also purify our own stream of consciousness. With this realization comes a responsibility. The knowledge that our thoughts can be felt by others calls us to hold a space of mindfulness about what we project into the world. It is a practice, a discipline of the mind and heart to choose thoughts that uplift rather than weigh down, both for ourselves and for those we think of. Let us consider the practical applications of this understanding. When you sense that someone is thinking of you, use it as an opportunity to reflect on the nature of your relationship with that person. What is it that you would like to send back through this invisible channel of thought? How can you contribute to a cycle of positive and supportive energy that reinforces the best in each other? On the other side, when you find yourself consumed by thoughts of another, be conscious of what you are sending their way. Are your thoughts rooted in love, in wanting the best for them, or are they tied to expectations and desires? The purity of our intentions matters, for it colors the energy we send out into the world. Remember, the signs that someone is thinking of you are not just happenstances. They are a call to engage more deeply with the unseen realm of our connections. They are an invitation to acknowledge and honor the powerful bonds that we share with one another, bonds that can transcend time and space. As we come to the end of this first part, let us carry forward the wisdom that these signs offer. They remind us of the delicate yet potent nature of thought and the power we have to influence and be influenced by the thoughts of others. Let this awareness guide us in our interactions, our intentions, and our relationships. The tapestry of connection, nurturing the invisible bonds. As we journey further into the exploration of our interconnectedness, we encounter the second lesson woven into the recognition of these signs. This lesson speaks to the intentionality behind our connections and the cultivation of a conscious awareness of our thoughts. It is here that we find the fertile ground for nurturing the invisible bonds that tie us together. The concept of intentionality is key to understanding the impact of our thoughts on others. When we consider the energy we emit when thinking of someone, we must also consider the quality and purpose of those thoughts. Are they born from a place of genuine care and compassion, or are they mired in possessiveness and attachment? The nature of our thoughts not only affects the recipient but also reflects back upon us, shaping our inner landscape. This brings us to the crucial practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present with our thoughts and feelings, observing them without judgment. As we cultivate mindfulness, we become more attuned to the subtleties of our mental and emotional states. We are then able to discern the origin of our thoughts and choose which to nurture and which to let go. Consider for a moment the last time you caught yourself lost in thought about someone. Did you pause to question the nature of those thoughts? Were they constructive, filled with wishes for the person's well-being, or were they self-serving? The practice of mindfulness encourages us to become stewards of our thoughts, to plant seeds of positivity that will blossom into beneficial connections for all involved. Moreover, our thoughts are like stones thrown into the vast lake of consciousness. They create ripples that extend far beyond our immediate perception. When we send out thoughts of love and kindness, we are contributing to a collective energy that uplifts and supports. Conversely, when we dwell in negative or harmful thoughts, we add to a collective dissonance that can propagate unrest and disconnection. Now, let us delve into the art of sending conscious thoughts. When you wish to connect with someone in thought, begin by centering yourself. Find a quiet space within where your intentions can be purified. From this place of inner stillness, envision the person you are thinking of and imagine sending them a beam of light filled with goodwill and warmth. This simple yet profound act can have a significant impact on both you and the recipient. When you are on the receiving end of someone's thoughts, it is just as important to handle the experience with grace and intentionality. Rather than becoming entangled in the why or how, focus on sending back a wave of gratitude and kindness. It is a mutual exchange, a dance of energy that can be as nourishing as it is enigmatic. As we engage in this intentional exchange of thoughts, we begin to weave a tapestry of connection that is rich with care and support. It is an opportunity to strengthen the bonds between us, to build a network of positive intentions that can hold us together even when we are physically apart. Furthermore, this practice of intentional thinking extends beyond our personal connections. It has the potential to influence the collective consciousness. Imagine if each one of us chose to send out thoughts of peace and healing to the world. The cumulative effect could be transformative, creating waves of positive change that can ripple through communities, societies, and eventually the whole of humanity. In this second part of our exploration, we delve into the power of intention in our thoughts and the significance of nurturing our connections with mindfulness and care. The invisible bonds between us are strengthened by the quality of our intentions and the attention we give to our inner world. As we near the end of this segment, it is worth reflecting on the role that our thoughts play in the grand tapestry of life. Each thought is a thread, each intention a color, contributing to the overall picture of our shared existence. How will you choose to contribute to this tapestry? What colors will your thoughts add to the collective whole? Harmonic synergies. Embracing our collective resonance. As we traverse deeper into the realm of interconnectedness, we arrive at the precipice of a profound realization. Our individual threads of consciousness are part of a grander tapestry, a vibrant mosaic of human experience. This realization ushers us into the third chapter, where we explore the transformative power of our collective resonance and the harmonious synergies it can create. Within this collective resonance lies the potential for astounding synergy, a kind of magic that materializes when individual energies align with a shared purpose. It is the phenomenon that occurs when musicians, each playing their unique instruments, come together to form a symphony that transcends the sum of its parts. Similarly, when we unite our intentions with those of others, we can co-create realities that echo with the depth of our combined aspirations. To harness this power, we must first embrace the diversity within the human collective. Each person, with their unique experiences, perspectives, and gifts, is a vital note in the symphony of life. It is through the rich variety of these notes that the music of humanity gains its complexity and beauty. Celebrating our differences and recognizing the value they bring is the foundation of creating harmonic synergies. As we embrace diversity, we must also cultivate the ability to resonate with one another. This begins with empathy, the capacity to understand and share the feelings of others. Empathy allows us to attune to the emotional frequencies of those around us, to feel with them, and, in doing so, to synchronize our energies in a way that promotes mutual understanding and support. Imagine the potential of a society that operates on this principle of empathetic resonance. Challenges that seem insurmountable when faced alone become opportunities for collaboration and innovation when approached collectively. The key to unlocking this potential is to foster a culture of listening, sharing, and cooperative action. Let us also consider the role of intention in this collective endeavor. When we set intentions that are aligned with the greater good, we contribute to a shared vision that can inspire and mobilize others. It is the kind of intention that is not only about personal gain, but also about uplifting and benefiting the community as a whole. To illustrate the power of collective intention, reflect on moments in history where a unified vision has led to remarkable achievements. Whether it was the civil rights movement, the scientific advancements that took humanity to the moon, or the global collaborations that tackle climate change, these successes are testaments to what can be accomplished when we come together with a shared purpose.